Okay, real quick, this here was a tall cookie can, right? Got the lid to it. What I did is I cut this down. I cut it at the bottom, and then I cut the top ridge so the cap will still, I can still click it down on it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the transmitter right in there. This way I'll be able to put a switch on the one end, back here, and an indicator light, little LED light. This will pop open access to the, I'm going to put a 9-volt battery in, that way it'll last longer. And it'll give him better power too. Now, what I'm doing here is, here's one of the, I took some of my chopsticks. I took some of my chopsticks and I come up and I made them little beams, and I'm putting them on here like that. And then I'm going to see if I can prop this up a little bit. Oh, maybe not. Sorry. And then I'm going to slide this in like this and screw it in from both sides, so it's you can take it out if you need to adjust or do stuff to it. Switch will be on that end. Battery will be underneath. There's plenty of room. And when I put it center, there's plenty of room. I'll be able to pop a little antenna out of it, and that's how it's going so far. What I did with this, what I do with the can, after I cut it and I smoothed it a little bit, and I did both, like I said, I cut both sides so I could make it into a little can. And I soldered it, and I'm just going to go around and I'm going to smooth that solder out and maybe just do some little teeny fill-in so it just looks smooth. And then I'll paint it. I think I'm going to keep the American flag on there. I'll mask that off. That looks nice. I got some paint coming from Amazon, and so make it look halfway decent. That'll just be something that he can just throw in his glove box, pull it out, plug it in, and hit the switch and go. So that's where I'm at. I just wanted to show you what I was doing with this, because I said I would. I try to record some of it, and as more of it gets together, I'll put more down. Thanks, everybody. Okay. So far here, I've got it set in. I've got the battery holder in. Next, I got to get a switch that I can put on the back, and I'm gonna put my 9-volt plug or snap on, so that'll be ready to go. So it's coming along. Plus, I got my paint coming tomorrow, so I'll be able to get that started also. Okay, then that's another update. Okay, still working on it. Got most of this done now. It looks like junk, but I'm getting there. I'm working on her. Got the lid. Got a switch for it. Got this just about ready to go in. Batteries in there. Got the stuff to make a battery clip. That's about it. Now I got paint for it. So my next step is I get that sanded and get it painted, and then we'll start putting the stuff in and putting the sealers on and everything, and she should be good to go. And it's running at about 91.5, so I think that's where we're going to probably keep it. Okay, that's all for right now. Another update. Bye. Okay, here we go. Got it hooked up, playing through the stereo, which I'm going to shut down because we know what happens there. And well, I had it playing on this one too. And I got it set at 8950. And it seems to be coming through pretty good. So The only thing left, I got the can. I already started painting that. I've got the wires hooked up underneath, and I also and I left the plug in case you can plug, like if you wanted to use a dual plug cord. If you wanted to plug something in, you could do that too. And it's using at 9 volts. It's using 40 milliamps to run, so that's not bad. And so that's it. I wanted to show you what I had. I added a little teeny antenna on it there like that, and it did improve it a little bit. We'll have to see now how it works in the truck. So that's the next phase, but I kind of wanted to show you where I'm at on this so far, and even got the little light, indicator light down there with blinking. So okay, just wanted to show you that. Okay, as you can see, I got it painted. I got it on. A little switch off. On indicators on. I got the battery, 9-volt battery hooked onto it, and I've got the player on. Now let me come over here and I'll see if we can find it. Okay, hold on. Let me come back. I want to make sure I got it. I don't think that was the right channel. Okay, I got, I think this is Rascal Flatts playing. I'm not going to play that long, but it shows that it's working. It's fine. I've got the antenna is underneath this glob. It's isolated. It's not touching, so I'm not getting harmonics like I was before. And now my next plan is I want to take one of these, and we've got one that will that'll work. Well, I'll show you when I do it. Instead of trying to explain it right now, but I've got one that, well, actually Sean has one over at his house that is it's made for this, and so we're going to try that. I'll try several different things, but I'll get one. The main plan is, instead of having to take this apart all the time, putting the battery inside when it gets low, if we can utilize the power of the car itself, let it come up, and I mean, you still have to monitor and recharge the player, but at least for the transmitter, it should work just fine. And then that way he won't have to worry about doing batteries and all that. But I'm going to make an option that I'm going to keep this plug in somewhere here. I got this plug here. I'm going to make an auxiliary deal that will go up inside, and this will actually plug into the battery, and the connector, the plug connector that's going to go into the power jack from the truck, will come out and be hooked to this, and then this, instead of the battery, will be hooked together. I just make a slot so the line goes up into there. And if he wants to take it out of the truck, maybe have it in the backyard and not have to mess with, having the truck on, he can unplug that, and then he'll be able to plug in a 9-volt, and it'll work the same outside. And I have had it running, and it's I picked it up in the living room, so I know that we have enough. We have enough power to, at least, especially if you're out in the yard. I'm sure it'll work. Okay. Let me turn that down, because we know we'll get in trouble for it. Okay, here's the little transmitter. Here's the player. Got it plugged Plug-in comes off the side, which is got the goopy stuff on it, kind of like a strain relief thing and all that. The antenna's up here. That's I got the the goop around it so it stays stable, doesn't get pulled, and it's not touching the metal of the case. Light indicator, switch in the front, and then the power line is coming out, and it's going to one of these, which is down here, if you can see it. That'll go into the power receptacle that he has in his truck. And we made the line long enough because he's also got a like the plug is here, and then right next to it is like a utility tray. You can put stuff in and stuff underneath the dashboard. So it's got plenty of room to plug in, plus the player can lay right by it. And like I said, it's got the on-off indicator up. I brought it up to the front here, along with the switch. Now, another thing, I'm not going to pull it apart right now, but the power line that I have rolling in there, I have it connected, so you can disconnect this line if you want, and you can attach a 9-volt battery, and there's a battery holder in it that you can push in. So if you wanted to have it outside, you don't want it in your truck, you still want to use it as a transmitter, you can just put the 9-volt battery in. It's only taken, we can see it's only taken 30 milliamps at 12 volts, and it's running. There's a resistor inside of the unit there, the jack that has it's knocking it down to 5 volts, so that's going to work good too. So okay, that's the that's that, and like I said, it does work. It from here right over to here, it works fine. Actually, I've walked into the living room and it's picking it up in there too. So we're good to go. And I'm going to give it to him. We'll give it a test run. I'll give it to him for a while, and hopefully it works great. Okay, everybody. Thanks. Like I said, this was like just a kind of a fun deal, and I've made these like little clips as I went along, and this should be the last one. Okay, everybody. Have a good one. Take care. See you later. Bye. Get a little interference, but it's working out here. We'll figure that out. There, that's a little bit better, huh? Just changed it, dialed in a little bit better there. Okay, good.